Let's go. We're live. Welcome in, everyone. Sunday conversation. Let's go. One of my favorite times of the week to be able to decompress on a Sunday morning with some coffee, with a gentleman in the chat. Talk about our plays, talk about the upcoming week, talk about the past week. Sunday is that perfect time to talk about what you did this week, what you're going to do next week, recap it all, start strategizing. That's why I love Sundays. That's why I like making these videos on Sunday. You like the fit? Always the fresh fit. That's part of the gentleman's code. Maybe we should do a video, the gentleman's code, on how to style yourself, how the young gentleman should dress to look professional, to have some style, class, all of it. So maybe we'll do a video on that. But what do I got in store for you guys today? We got the crypto markets are on a tear. Uptober officially here. If you missed the window, told you so. That's all I got to say. We've been talking about it for weeks now. If you're not invested, if you're not getting your money in, I mean, you got like 3 hours tops. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But if you want to get your money into the market, this is kind of what I'm going to talk about today. If you don't really know what's going on in the crypto world, I know I've been talking to some people, trying to get more people involved, more people into the markets, and it's not that they're skeptical. They're just, there's the knowledge gap. Everybody, you have to learn. There's a learning curve that comes along with everything. But like someone has said in the chat, ETH is pumping. Yeah, I'm gonna go up on CoinGecko here, share my screen, and talk with you guys. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about today, just the crypto industry as a whole right now, because things are cracking off. Things are about to start hitting all-time highs, start going in the price discovery here. Bitcoin's coming up on like 69,000. So once it crosses that 70, 71,000 mark, Bitcoin, everything is just going to, start getting crazy. So that's what I want to talk about today. And then I want to talk about some meme coin strategies that I've been researching. Really haven't dove into them too much yet. I did a couple little plays just to test what's going on in the software, so I'm going to talk about that later in BullX. But first, I want to get started on CoinGecko, talk about the markets, and I think we're heading this week. Everything's looking good, primed for, it already is ripping. In the past 7 days, everything's up 10%. So I'm going to share my screen quick. We'll get going into CoinGecko. Boom. So here we go. CoinGecko. Let's just take a look at, the big dogs. Bitcoin, past 7 days, up 10%. Says everything you need to know. Ethereum, also up 10.5%. These are the major players right here. You see these two going green? Everything else is going to follow green. Looks like we have some outliers, but everything else is following track as predicted. Another one I'm invested in, Solana, up 8.5%. That one's known to delay about an hour or a day or two behind Bitcoin. Bitcoin about to send high Monday and Tuesday. Oh, absolutely. Once the markets open Monday morning on Wall Street, things are going to skyrocket. And because those big funds, they want to get involved. They're going to start hedging their bets against their stocks and everything. They see Bitcoin. They are invested, so their investments, they're probably going to buy more, and other companies are going to start getting involved when they see this. So that's actually something I wanted to touch on, right? When I was younger, I wanted to trade stocks. I wanted to be a Wall Street guy. Wanted to live in New York, sell stocks, be a broker, and make money that way. But as I got older, you start to realize how difficult trading stocks is, right? You have these major players who have been around for hundreds of years that have algorithms with AI, and they have these huge trust funds and hedge funds, and they're all working together to maximize their return, and they sell at the perfect time because they have insider information and all this stuff, right? So trading in the stock market, you're heavily, heavily at a disadvantage to the big guys. And it took me a long time to realize that. I didn't start getting into stocks maybe until I was like 18, and researched it while I was in college for 4 years, And then out of college, I even tried more researching with options tradings. You hear people making a lot of money with options tradings, higher risk with options, but more return. So, as I was putting my money into the stock market outside of like a 401k or an IRA, traditional investment methods that like companies give you match or whatever, and it just slowly grows with the S&P 500, maybe 7 to 12% on a good year, right? So I was like, as I was learning this, I was like, I don't understand how people could day trade with this. With the information just readily available on the internet with the softwares they have at the time, I was using Webull. If you guys know what Webull is, it's a stock trading. What do they call it? Like just a platform that you could trade stocks on. But then they started adopting crypto, and that's when I knew about crypto when I was in college. I knew about Bitcoin and Ethereum and all this stuff, but I never really even knew how to buy it back then because there wasn't readily accessible platforms or softwares that you could go on and buy it. I think the first one that I knew of, that me and my friends knew of in college, was Robinhood. But Robinhood, it was super limited, and that's actually where I started trading options, was on Robinhood. And they've kind of released the first couple cryptos. I remember, I think I first got into Dogecoin on there, and when I had the big run on Dogecoin in 2021, that was a part of, I think I invested that in Dogecoin. So that's when I first started getting the knowledge of crypto, and I started to invest in it. Like Dogecoin being my first one, buying Bitcoin and buying Ethereum on Robinhood app. But when it really started to click with me, and thinking back on what I just talked about with some of the Wall Street guys who have all these advantages, they've been around for so long, they know when to buy, they know when to sell, they know when the algorithms are working in their favor and they're going to sell. Like take the GameStop thing for instance, right? They had all these shorts on GameStop, just killing it, killing the stock, making so much money, killing the stock. And it wasn't until the retail investors and just we the people got around and said, all right, we like GameStop, GameStop's a part of our childhood, we're going to run this thing back up. And lots of people started making money on GameStop. That's when it really clicked in my head. I'm like, you know what? Like, we the people have more power than all the maybe 0.5% of most investors in the stock market. And that's what really opened my eyes to decentralized finance and cryptocurrency, is that there's no big players in this besides the whales. There's not those mass manipulators that are going to come in and they have these algorithms ready to go. They're going to run it up for 10%. Once I hit that 10% gain, it's going to sell at keep chipping away. That's a lot harder to do in crypto as of right now. Of course, you can set your limits, your buy limits, your sell limits. But in terms of like industrial, like a whole industry, these big players don't have that advantage yet. So it gives the little people with the smaller wallets, like you and I, we're not multi-billionaires in the crypto space yet. So we actually have the advantage of being able to do research like this, buying into the market at a low, selling at a high. Like, look, if you bought Ethereum last Sunday when we had a Sunday conversation, you'd be up 10% of your money, right? If you had $100,000 to invest and you put it in Bitcoin and Ethereum last Sunday, you would be up $10,000. That's just how it is. That's 1 week, right? That's the bull run starting to kick off. You could have made 10% profit in 1 week. That is the whole S&P 500, the whole stock market bundled into the best possible fund makes in 1 year. The S&P 500 gains 10% in 1 year on a great year, on a good, solid year. COVID years, those past couple years, it didn't get 10%. It might have got 10% this year as things are starting to heal up and businesses are getting going again. So this is what I'm talking about. In the new digital world, is there's assets out here that like Bitcoin and Ethereum right here up 10% in 1 week, where your money is going to go a lot further than just USD sitting in a bank account or sitting in an S&P 500. That's just facts. And not only that, it's more liquid. I could pull this Bitcoin, pull this Ethereum out like that. I could take it out. Yeah, I'm going to get hit with some fees. But I mean, if you put it in last week and you take it out this week, you're up 10%. You don't even care about the fees, right? So there's so many advantages to decentralized finance. And like I said, like I wanted to do stocks. I wanted to, be a Wall Street broker, but this is the new age. This is the future. This is what everybody should be striving for. If that was your goal, to be a Wall Street guy, a Wall Street broker, making lots of money in stocks and bonds, This is the new digital age for people our age to be professionals in and to be the top industry experts. All you gotta do is educate yourself. That's really all it comes down to. So on CoinGecko here, let's jump into some categories. The first one I want to jump into is one that plug. If you guys aren't in the Taylor's Code yet, that's going to be a link in the description. Go in there, join the community. We've been talking about these plays for months now. So if you're in the Taylor's Code community, you already know about all these plays. You're already invested, hopefully. And you guys are already up a lot of money right now because look at these returns. I'm up just on Ethereum and Bitcoin alone, right? 10%. Solana, another 8.5%. So those are just the big ones, but we got some more down here that we're invested into. Where's one of my new up and comers? Should be around here somewhere. There it is. Aave up 5%. Even CoinGecko is marking it as a buy, saying get in this bitch now before it. Look at everything. Everything is popping right now. Look at these. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to see on your end, but all this stuff is going vertical this morning. Wish I had more USD to put. I'd buy the top 50 right now. So, like I was saying, Taylor's Code, join the community because we've been talking about these plays for months now. And if you guys aren't in there, get the plays, get all the good information. Being part of a community is what has brought light to my eyes in some of these plays that I would have never known about unless I'm talking to Priyama. I'm talking to guys in the community who are gonna, tell me this stuff because you can't just know about it. SPX 6900 is a coin I've been looking to accumulate. Yeah, I've been seeing that one. Kind of confused on that one. I didn't know if it was a meme coin or if they were going for something more of a company. I feel like I'm lagging out a little bit. Let me know if I'm lagging in the chat at all. But okay, here. So this is something I wanted to talk about. This is the Boys Club. So if you guys aren't familiar, this is one of our heavily talked about investments inside the Taylor's Code, where we just diversify into Pepe, Brett, Andy. Look at Andy. The past 7 days, 28%. I got lots of Andy. So I'm up big on the Andy and even the Land Wolf. I didn't even see that. Look at that. Going for 42%. That's crazy. SPX 690. Okay, I got it. But yeah, so this is, the Boys Club. We're heavily invested and diversified into the Boys Club. It's one of the best meme coin clubs right now because you can see just by market cap and returns here. You got Pepe, which was the big boss the last bull run, accumulated up to $4 billion market cap. Number 2 right now, you got Brett sitting around 1 million. It's been accumulating there for a while. It looks like it's about to go on its breakout run here. We could open this up real quick. Past 24 hours, yeah, it looks like it's hitting a lot of volume. A lot of people are starting to get involved. I think tomorrow is going to be a huge day from what I'm seeing already this morning. Yeah, so this is what the 1 month is good to look at. So if you look at it from last month, where's last month? Here. Yeah, it's up big. It's up 20% in the month. And I don't see this slowing down anytime soon. So let's go back if you want to invest into it by category, it's all there. And they even have like frog themed coins. So there's Turbo, another one of our investments that we talk about, up 20% in 7 days. Just absolutely ripping. So what I wanted to talk about in CoinGecko itself was the Bitcoin dominance chart. So let me get to that. Here it is, the Bitcoin dominance. So let's take a look at it in the past month. Actually, no, let's go 3 months. So I'm getting some notifications of skip frames. I think it's when I'm flying around on the computer too much. But so the Bitcoin dominance chart. So if you don't know what this is, this chart shows the Bitcoin dominance as a percentage compared to the other cryptos in the top 10 rankings. So these are the top biggest crypto coins on the market, right? We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD Tether, BNB, Sol, XRP, Doge, ADA, right? So what this shows you is when Bitcoin's sitting at, what is this, about, Bitcoin's, as of today, 52% of the market. So Bitcoin is literally half the market. When people invest into cryptocurrency, half of people invest strictly into Bitcoin. And this makes sense. It's been the largest asset since it's come around, and it really drives the market. So if you see an increase in Bitcoin, you're going to see an increase in everything else because it's just half of the market. So your real indicator, if you're just getting into crypto and you're just learning about it, this is why I wanted to touch on it. Your only indicator starting out should just be, what is Bitcoin doing? That should be your like telltale sign for everything. Because I know for newbies, it's going to be difficult to really jump in and digest every coin on the market. Like you want to get involved in all this stuff, but you're like, well, how do I know if it's going to go up or down? I think your real indicator first starting out should just be learning Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? What is it doing? Analyze the chart and kind of understand why it goes up, why it goes down, because that's going to be your main driver into getting into some of these lower coins and making a big return. So I'd be curious to see this chart. I mean, it's good, but it really doesn't do what I would like it to do in terms of seeing the other coins. So the other 9 coins that make up this chart, I want to see what place they're in. So if like Ethereum's in second place, how far is Sol behind it? I mean, it says in percentage wise, but I want to see it like in terms of market cap. Like how far are these things behind Ethereum? So you could see as a percentage, like Ethereum looks like back here in September, it went from 12 up to 14% of the market cap. I think it hit 14 for like a split second, then dropped back down, but now it's in the high 12%. So that means people are taking money out. They're like commissioning their coins in Ethereum, and they're putting that in other places. And that could be, let's see what else they could, Sol. But I mean, Sol looks like it's actually been down as of now, which I find surprising because I feel like a lot of the meme coins, I think a lot of meme coins are on Solana, but they're also on the base network. So people are diversifying their meme coin portfolios too, which is very smart. I'm going to actually start getting into the base meme coins, and what I'm going to show you guys here next is kind of the meme coin platform that I'm going to start trading on, just because I could get in and out quicker, and I could see coins as soon as they go live. So anybody who ever, if you invest in meme coins, which I know a couple guys do, the problem you have with some of these meme coins is, especially if you look on Dex Screener. So I could share Dex Screener here quick, because this is what I used to use to, analyze meme coins. Same with Dex Tools. It's kind of the same platform. The problem is with these, a lot of these coins are launched on Moonshot or Pump Fund, I believe it's called. So the problem with this computer software here is that they don't go live on Dex Screener until they've completed their Pump Fund criteria per se, right? It needs to reach a certain amount of Sol liquidity, and it needs to also reach a certain market cap, and then it'll be launched onto these main exchanges where you could see them, where you could buy them, right? So that was a problem for me because I was like, well, I want to get in before they go live. Everybody wants to get in on the coin earlier, right? Everybody wants to get into that coin as soon as it launches. The problem is you can't with this. So there's another problem too with getting into a coin as soon as it launches, right? Is you don't know if it's going to go up, and that's fair. But what you could do is, I guess I'll just jump right into it. Why not? I'm already talking about it. I'm going to go to, so this is BullX. So this is a new crypto meme coin trading platform. So what you could pretty much do is, see meme coins as soon as they come live. So this is what I was talking about with the Pump Vision, but I'll talk about that here shortly. So BullX as a whole, you're going to see these meme coins. This is literally as soon as they're minted. As soon as this cryptocurrency is created, it pops up here because it gets minted, and for some reason, I guess they have a good API plugin where they're able to see this. So you could see these coins are popping up every second, 1 second, 2 seconds. Like you have new coins popping up every second. Obviously, you don't want to invest right away, right? You don't want to see, they have this quick buy button over here where you can just buy it as soon as it's live, but you don't want to do that. Unless I guess you know what the coin is before it even goes live, but that's different. So what I look for in a brand new pair is one, I'm looking at the swaps. So the swaps are just how many people are buying it in this first like 10 seconds. Obviously, the more people that are buying it, the better. You know, you want to get something in that's volatile, that's going to have some volume. So that's a good indicator here. Another thing I'm looking for, the token, is if it has social media, because then I could follow along with the creator. So let's take a look at this one, Pegasus. Let me click into it so we can just take a look at the chart together. And this is what I'm saying. Like you could get into this coin at a $5,000 market cap right now. So it looks like someone already sold it, but this is what I'm talking about. This is why you got to do some research before you just dive in. Let's take a look at their social media. Okay, so that's red flag number 1 for me, because their Twitter link took me to their Telegram. I didn't want Telegram. I wanted to go to the Twitter link. It's good to know that they got it, but that Telegram link didn't even tell me anything about this Pegasus coin. So right away, that one, I'm out, right? You lied to me from the get-go. I don't trust you. But this is the process you could go through to find these new meme coins as soon as they go live, or even just to look at them. If you want to get them on your watch list and you want to get them on your watch list early, this is a great way to see if this is something that you would want to invest in the future. Not only this isn't just a platform just to go on and just start buying meme coins as soon as they go live. Well, okay, look at this one. This one caught my eye immediately. Wrong one. This DNA one caught my eye immediately. So it's got low liquidity. Another thing I like on here too, and you could see this thing's ripping. What I like about BullX2 as well is that every coin you buy into over here, you have how much money you invested into it, how much money you sold it. So if you buy $100 worth and you make $100 worth like instantly, like this is already at 84,000. I think I clicked on it, it was like over here in 55. So if I bought it as soon as I clicked into it at 54,000 and it ripped up to 82 where it is right now, that's about a 30% gain. I could sell portions of it. So if I want to sell, say I would have sold at the top there, boom, 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 I would have probably sold at a 30% gain. I would have made $30, and now remaining, I would have had $20 remaining, sold 30, so my invested, and now everything else I make, I could just let it ride. So if I'm willing to risk it more, I would let this ride out. I think this is honestly going to dip down here a little bit. Okay, so good news, the liquidity just locked on this. So that's even more bullish in my opinion. And sorry if this is kind of hard to see on the screen, guys. I know it's kind of small, but I just want to give you guys a taste of what we're working with here. But yeah, so this DNA, as soon as it went on, it caught my eye because the swaps went up to like 75 in the first 10 seconds. So people were watching this and people were getting ready to buy this. So look at this. Another thing I wanted to say is that they marked the developer buys and the developer sales. So one thing, it's still kind of a red flag for me in this coin is that the developer hasn't sold anything yet. That's giving me an indication they're going to run it up a little bit and then they're going to start selling. And I don't want to get it confused in terms of like other crypto plays that we have, that we talk about. Everything I've talked about in terms of CoinGecko, those are long-term plays. Those are plays that you could park your money and let it ride for a couple months. Anything on this BullX, I'm trying to get quick returns quick, right? I'm not trying to mess around. I'm not trying to have this money in there any longer than it needs to be. This coin looks good to me, but I wouldn't keep my money in here just because of the thing I said, the developer hasn't sold yet. and the liquidity is pretty low for how high this is marking. But look how much this is running up just since we started this conversation. So these are plays, if you want to be a day trader like I talked about before, these are the plays where you get in at 55,000 and within 2 minutes it's already over 120,000 and rising. I sell, I'm out. I made 105% return. Boom, I'm on to the next play. You don't want to risk it. And you could always leave the moon bag. That's the beauty of these plays. So if it rips up 110%, right? You take out your profits, you made 100%. Now let's say it runs up 100%. You make 100% of your money, whatever you put in, but you only sell 90% of it. Now you're leaving that 10% that you bought down at 50,000, and you come back in 2 days, this coin's at over $1 million. Now you got a moon bag in there worth a couple $1,000s. So I think these are the plays for the quick in and outs. You get in, you get out, you make your 100% return on Sol, and then you leave a little moon bag in there. And this shit has the potential to go on for months. You come back in a couple days and it's sky high. So that's just the strategy for me. Get your initial investment out, sell it, get in the positive for P&L, and then let the rest ride out as a moon bag. Whatever P&L you're happy with, depending on how much your initial investment is. So that's it, guys. That's BullX. I watched a video yesterday on one of the guys who trades on BullX that I've been following and kind of showed me BullX. What he does is he uses this other software to kind of screen for coins as they come in, because this Photon platform, they have this. So if you go here to Meme Scope, they kind of have the same thing as BullX, but they have different filters you could add. So what I did here is I went through and I followed this guy's filters and how he looks for these meme coins to get in and out of. He looks by the pump progress. So that's what I was saying before. The pump.io coins, they have a certain percentage they need to meet before they could go live onto Dex Screener. So what this does is this filter here will get you all those coins that haven't met that progress percentage yet. So once it reaches 100% of that pump progress, it's going to go live to Dex Screener, Dex Tools, all the main ones that you could look for meme coins, and then they're going to take off from there. So this guarantees that you're going to get in before they actually hit the exchanges, right? Another filter we have here is we're looking for at least 35 holder count. So this is going to give you the meme coins a little bit more time to mature, as opposed to just looking at maybe the first 3, 4, 5 people that buy it, which will probably just be insiders and probably will just be the big holders. So before you could get dumped on, this will give you a little bit more time to get a little bit more holder count. This one here, percentage held by developers. So this is kind of what I was talking about. And that last coin that gave me a red flag is that the developer hasn't sold it yet. But this filter guarantees that you get the developer holding less than 1% of the coin. So that's how you know that you're not going to get rugged at any point, is because, you still have the potential to get rugged, of course, but this is making sure that the developer is actually out of the coin and he's not going to manipulate the price just because he might have some coins that he could buy, sell at any time. Last filter I have here is just putting the market cap as low as possible. You could get in on these coins at a 4,000 market cap and they could run up to hundreds of thousands in minutes. So when I was looking at this a couple days ago, one of them popped up on here. I was just watching, so you could see these ones aren't as quick as the other screener we were looking at, so it kind of filters out all the BS coins that we know are going to kind of be garbage. This is what we're looking for. So these pop up more sporadically every 3-4 minutes per se. So I was watching. I didn't have any money in BullX at the time, but I just wanted to work with these filters into BullX, and I clicked on one. It was at $5,000 market cap. I went out, ate dinner, came back. The market cap was at 1.2 billion. And I was like, whoa, and it came down really quick. I think it settled at like 1 million or so. I don't know what happened. It went up to like 1 billion when I looked at it. I was like, holy shit. But that's just like it came back down super quick after that. But it was like really mind blowing to me that how fast it ripped up to $1 billion. But that's a once in a lifetime thing, I think. But um, yeah, these coins have potential. These coins have potential. You just got to do a little due diligence. And I think looking at socials is super important. Like this is a Chinese coin. I'm not gonna do that, but I don't even like this one. Let's click into it though. We'll take a look. Yeah, see, I don't like these. I don't like these. These are red flags to me. If you see a bunch of so they call these the sniper buys. So the sniper buy is someone who's in the coin, who had coin before it went live. They're buying more. So they're trying to pump up the price here, and then they're gonna take it down at one point. But I mean, if you're feeling risky, you could technically get in here and ride it out. But I don't like this. I'm not gonna endorse that. Let's take a look at this one that just popped up. Link Soul. I like good pictures. Nah, see, this is another one. I don't love the way this looks. But any questions for the fellows watching on BullX, Photon? I know, for the meme coin market, it's tough, right? It is tough to find the winners. I feel like 99% are garbage. But if you could put yourself in positions to find a good one before it goes live, you're gonna make a lot of money. This is where the money is made right here. This when you see guys on social media talking about making money off meme coins, this is how they're doing it. And what I was talking about with the pump vision here, right? So, like I said, the coins need to meet a certain SOL liquidity percentage, like a certain amount, a threshold they need to meet, and then they also need to meet a market cap percentage. So that is usually around 50-ish thousand market cap, 50K that is. And you can see all these are about to graduate from the pump fund. So you can see they start out here, the bars. I know this is probably really hard to see on your end. I'm sorry guys, but there's a little pump fund circle that goes around the coin, and you could see how far along it is. Okay, so this Joffrey, Godfather of AI one, it's getting a little further in its pump fund criteria. So once it reaches that full circle, they go over here to this about to graduate section. So these ones have met. Oh, that Link Soul one that we just talked about. Let's go back into that. So it met its criteria. So where we were looking at it, like over here. So it's already up. So it's about to meet its criteria, and then it's going to go live on the exchange. So let's watch this and see if it does it, or if it gets up really high, 99%, and the developer hasn't sold this yet. Let's see if he sells it. So the pump fund percentage is at 96. And it's still running too. Look at this. Look at this chart. Yep, there it is. I knew it. So that is something you have to watch out for. And that is why I like educating on this stuff. Because I knew it. As soon as I saw this chart, one big pump, and then they run it up like this, he's trying to get it as close to this pump fund like criteria as possible before they rug it. So I knew that was going to happen. So these are just things you got to learn. Pattern recognition, seeing coins go up live, seeing coins get rugged, seeing different things happen, that it's really going to start sticking with you and you can start making educated plays. So there's all different things. None of these, so no financial advice here, of course. But this is the future of finance. I don't believe meme coins per se are the future of finance, but being able to decentralize and create your own coins per se, like millions of people have at this point. You see new ones popping up literally every second. It gives people the ability to create something and to have people invest in you. I think that's the real power of decentralized finance, is if you really have a good project. Harambe, that's hilarious. Fuck. Where's Harambe at? This is gonna go nuclear. Boom. All right, I like this already. See, the developer bought it. The developer sold it super quick. I want to see if we, of course, it has an audit software here, too, so it could kind of tell you things the coin has done. So is it mintable? No, it's not mintable. That's good. Is the data mutable? No. Freezable? No. Owner balance 0%. That's what we like to see. Liquidity burned is 100%, and the top 10 holders is 0%. That's actually this is a watch for me. So let's check out socials. Like I said, it's got a Twitter account. So this is actually giving me duplicate coin. Looks like they're working on a website with Hostinger. I don't know. 6 viewers live. What's going on, everybody? But that's really all I had for you guys, and it's important to. Oh, sorry. I think I closed it out on you guys. But hey, it's never a better time to get involved than right now. It's just diversifying your money. Start learning a skill that's going to make you money. You don't have to, get into crypto and put hundreds or thousands of dollars into it and start, I highly suggest you don't even buy meme coins getting started. You educate yourself on the big players. You educate yourself on the potential return that your investment's going to give you on those high market cap ones, the big dogs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and this bull run here has the potential to make you a lot of money, even if you want to make it a safe investment. There's lots of safe investments out there in the crypto world that I think it still gets a bad rap in terms of just people are skeptical on different things, which is completely fair. It's good to be skeptical on new technology and new, especially financial institutions like this. It's good to be skeptical because you never know what could happen in something that's new. And something we like to compare to is the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s, right? People didn't know what websites were. People didn't want to invest in if a company went live on the S&P 500 or on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. They're like, oh, it's a website, google.com. What do? You just search stuff on the internet? What does that even mean? So this is like kind of the era we're at with crypto, is that people are skeptical, but it's good to be skeptical because that weeds out the bad from what the good is, and the good is this here. So any questions in the chat? Any viewers in here that have some questions? If there's no other questions, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm here every Sunday and every Wednesday for the Gentleman's Code podcast with Priamo. So if you guys like the stream, make sure to stay and watch the Gentleman's Code every Wednesday. Watch Sunday Conversation every Sunday. And then I got some other videos that'll be popping up sporadically throughout the weeks whenever I get to film them and do some research on them. I want to make sure they're quality content before just throwing them out. But the live streams are good. I want to do, if everything goes as planned, I want to start doing some live trading, so you guys could start seeing this stuff in action and just get more people into the community. That's what we're here to do. It's about building up skills that are going to make you money in the long run. So whether that's e-commerce, sales, crypto, stuff that you just got to start teaching yourself this. You guys start educating yourself on different revenue streams, because everybody wants more revenue. Everybody wants to make more money, but you can't just start making money. You got to educate yourself. It takes a lot of work, especially in the crypto space. Like I said, I've been probably doing trading on crypto and investing in crypto for a little over a year now, but seriously for probably like 6 months. And it's been the most fun, it's been the most positive return on my investment for what I have been doing in terms of anything. I've done e-commerce for a long time, but e-commerce doesn't give me the satisfaction or even the return that crypto has given me in such a short amount of time. So that's why I'm really loving it. I'm really diving in. and just learning as much as I can, just because I find it so fascinating from a decentralized finance perspective. If you guys know my background, you know I'm an accountant and, finance guy. So this stuff is very interesting to me, and I'm going to keep learning it, and I'm going to keep spreading the knowledge, and we're all going to get rich from it. So that's the goal here. But if we don't have anything else from the boys in the chat, I'm going to end the stream. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Actually, I'll see you Wednesday.